Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. So, with the new update, Update 10, there's a lot of good things, and there are some things that I think should probably be changed, and that is something I want to go over today. And the main thing we're going to be talking about is pet gems. Now, I want this video to be more of a discussion, in my opinion, on why I think they are currently too hard to obtain and way too grindy. If you disagree with me, leave a comment down below on why. I love to hear everybody's opinions because everyone's opinions are valid, of course. So let me first get into how they work into detail. The only way you can obtain a pet gem, which are, in my opinion, the best items in the game due to them giving major boosts to your overall damage output. But how do you obtain them? Well, you have to farm either temple golems in the World 1 Coliseum and or horned heroes in the World 2 Coliseum. They both have a 10-minute respawn timer. That is what a lot of people have been telling me. So 10 minutes is quite a hefty time. So what's the problem? Well, they drop keys. You need a key to go into the mine raid, which is the raid that you run in order to craft gems. That raid is currently the only place you can obtain gem dust and purple solidifiers, which are needed to craft pet gems. The problem is they are both very rare drops. I ran literally 7 mine runs in a row and got literally nothing but a singular key from it, giving me an 8th run, and still got nothing. They are pretty rare. Currently, I am lucky. I have a tier 2 pet gem, and the only way I got that is because I do a lot of trading in the game with runes and such, and I'm very active in the market, so I have a lot of gold. Currently, I think I have 59 million, and I spent roughly 30 million in the process of getting to the tier 2 pet gem, if not more. It takes a lot of gold and or just a ridiculous amount of time. Why? Because keys are a very rare drop. I killed the boss 12 times yesterday, and out of those 12 times I got 4 keys, which was extremely lucky for me. Normally I get a key about every 5 kills. So think about it. It's very difficult to acquire keys as is, and you need a key just to attempt the raid, which has very low drop chances of the items that you need to craft pet gems, which, by the way, even a tier 1 pet gem, the worst pet gem in the game, only has a 75% success rate, and it still requires 3 gem dust and 1 purple solidifier, and gem dust is harder to get than purple solidifiers. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. I get so many more purple solidifiers and gem dust, but yet you need more gem dust and purple solidifiers in all gem crafting recipes. It just generally doesn't make very much sense. So why do I have such a problem with the gem system currently? Well, it takes hours and hours and hours of grinding unless you are the most hardcore AFK farmer. There are people who literally will AFK farm the horned hero 24 hours a day, come back to their computers to drink their potions and sell everything so they have more room for keys, which is just an absolute ridiculous thing to expect of people. The only people with tier 3 pet gems are the hardcore AFK farmers with the 300,000 plus kills and the hundreds of thousands of honor. Those players are pretty much always playing the game AFK or actively, and if they're the only ones able to get tier 3 pet gems in a reasonable amount of time, the average player will not really be able to do that. The only way I was able to get a tier 2 pet gem is, like I mentioned, I am active in the marketplace. For those players who do not know about the marketplace and or do not have tens of millions of gold to spend, they are going to struggle heavily to get a tier 2 pet gem, let alone a tier 3 or even a tier 1. Why is it so hard to get a tier 2 or a tier 3? So, after you craft successfully 2 tier 1 pet gems, you must get again another 3 gem dust and another purple solidifier to get a 50% chance at even getting a tier 2. And guess what? It also takes both of your tier 1 pet gems. So, that's right. If you do not land in the 50% success rate, and you do fail, guess what? You just lost 9 gem dust, 3 purple solidifiers, and 2 tier 1 pet gems, and you're left with nothing. That doesn't really make sense, does it? In my opinion, if they're gonna have a system to where you may not successfully craft something, they should make it to where you lose one of your 2 pet gems and not both. If you lose both, it's so demoralizing because it's hours and hours and hours of grinding all gone down the drain. If you lose one, it's still a punishment, but yet it's not nearly as harsh because you're not losing all your progress, which I think would be much more beneficial and a lot better. So between it being extraordinarily difficult to even get keys in a reasonable amount of time, and the fact that you have to get so much gem dust and so many pet gems and all that stuff to even attempt to get tier 3s, leads me to believe that I think the gems are way too difficult to obtain at the moment. And I do have some suggestions on how they can make it easier. These may also be implemented in the next mini patch note, so this video could be outdated in 5 hours. Hopefully it is, because that would be a good thing, right? But what are some suggestions that I have? Well, they should make the Horned Hero respawn every minute and or just increase the key drop rate. If he had a 100% key drop rate and he respawns every 10 minutes, the maximum keys per hour would be 6. That's not that game breaking considering how difficult it is to get gem dust. Another thing they can do is simply increase the gem dust and Plipperl solidifier drop rates in the actual mine. Therefore, even though you barely go in there, you can still commonly attempt it. It would be a lot better for the player, and it will not be as demoralizing. Give the Horned Hero a faster respawn time, maybe 3 minutes. That would not be nearly as bad. You could actually farm him more regularly then, and or just make it so the keys drop a lot more often. You have to make it so the player can attempt the mines more without having to be an AFK hardcore grinder or something like that. Pretty much the only way to really get pet gems at the moment is to grind either a ridiculous amount of time or get actively involved in the marketplace, make lots of gold. Most gem dust sells for 10 million a piece. I spent 31 million gold to get all my gem dust for my tier 2 pet gem. Thank God I got it. But yeah, I was really only able to do that due to me having a lot of gold. But that was my short little video talking about pet gems and my opinions on them currently. Let me know down in the comments below if you agree with me or if you think I'm crazy, because I could be. Anyways, later this week I plan on uploading more fun videos about this game, just playing it, messing around, maybe playing the game with you guys a little bit, so look forward to that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch all of you later. Bye!